Today in Microsoft Flight Simulator, a brand new study level Learjet Flow Pro finally enters Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 testing. PMDG moves the 737 closer to a native 24 release, and Phoenix just rebuilt the auto thrust. Plus, fresh airport city packs and a TBM 850 update with a full walk around and a quick hardware drop from PU Air Korea. So let's get started. This is Overkill Simulations, news, reviews, and a real-world style flight ops from Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you find this video useful, helpful, entertaining, please hit that like and subscribe. Let's get going. If you are interested in any of my tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, or simply interested in supporting the channel, consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future guides that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below. All right, first up, Echo 19 dropped a Cessna 172 Precision audio pack. Be sure to click the card up on the screen right now if you guys are interested in seeing the full review. And it's all about reactive detail, their Echo FX engine layer movement and airflow, dirt swirl and ground rumble on the roll, flat motor positions that actually sound like positions, prop flutter when the wind picks up, a stall horn that changes pitch with angle of attack. Inside, you get a spatially recorded switch and knob sounds, alternator wind toggles, fuel slosh, cold start texture, and all the touches that sell the immersion. They also include a set of updated liveries, and it supports both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. If you live in the 172 for training for VFR practice like yours truly is about to be, this is a solid realism bump. This is definitely absolutely worth something that you guys want to check out if you really want a very good sounding Cessna 172 audio pack. Make no mistake, the Boris audio pack is great. I think this one's better. VA Systems Panel version 1.4 lands Navigraph and SimBrief right in the Activities app. You can regenerate flight plans via SimBrief, override the scheduled aircraft, and dispatch with your own custom airframes. It'll push routes into supported aircraft or open them directly in SimBrief. They cleaned up the dispatcher UI and hinted at future tie-ins to their mini flight data display. If you fly lots of short sectors and want quick turnarounds with proper flight plans, this is a nice workflow upgrade. Be sure to check this one out. Study level classic jet fans, pay attention. Xtreme Prototypes released their Learjet 25 from Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a deep dive into the 20 series aircraft. Electrical hydraulics, pressurization, anti-ice, ground proximity warning system, a retrofitted Garmin nav stack alongside steam gauges, and a full automatic flight control system with flight director and dual yaw dampers. There's a Y sound set and a ton of samples, multiple liveries, and a chunky manual for us flight nerds. If you enjoy flight or private business jets like this, such as the Cessna Citation Longitude or the Learjet 35A, this is definitely one that we're going to want to pick up. I will be showcasing this on the channel later this week, so stay tuned for that. I'm bringing this one back around the corner because I've been asked multiple times if there's any updates. I want to remind everyone, Parallel 42 has already confirmed that Flow Pro is entered testing for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The Essentials and Pro Editions are the ones coming over. The Free Flow remains on 2020. At this time, there's no public estimated time of arrival, but they said back at the expo that the wait is getting smaller and smaller. Existing Pro owners will have a small upgrade fee in order to move into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So if Flow is part of your workflow, the light is at the end of the tunnel. We just have to ride it out and wait for it to get here. So stay tuned for more information as more becomes available. Kilo Alpha Bravo Quebec Albuquerque Sunport is out with the detailed terminals, interiors, custom jetways, signage, animated passengers and vehicles, tuned level of details, and strong night lighting. This is going to be from Dominic Design Team. Again, this is Albuquerque. Dominic Design Team, Albuquerque. This is a good option for Southwest and GA routing in the Southwest United States, and a nice canvas for IFR practice with the terrains and winds in the surrounding area. Southwest is a key point here as it is a Southwest hub. So if you guys are interested in picking up this Albuquerque Sunport, again, be sure to check that out. This is going to be from Dominic Design Team. Volanta 1.13.0 adds Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 avatar tracking, so your on-foot exploring shows up on the map with pins and a trace line. There's a new point of interest layer and a refreshed Microsoft Flight Simulator plugin that reduces performance impact, fixes auto-select aircraft, and cleans up avatar detection. If you use Volanta for logging and route discovery, it's a tidy quality of life update. As I hope many are aware, the Black Square TBM 850 version 1.4 brings full Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility and a walk-around pre-flight activity. You can interact with the covers, chocks, and doors with an actual collision model so it feels physical. The KAS 297 Bravo gets a proper vertical speed arming system, the magnetic compass behaves more realistically, and the interior lighting is tuned for 2024's rendering. If you already own it, you can simply grab the update. If not, the TBM remains an excellent single-engine turbine study platform. Many have asked me about the update not showing up in the marketplace or other sales sites. I can vouch for the fact that it does currently exist on Just Flight. No, I do not believe it is only going to be on Just Flight. However, you have to remember that there's often quite a turnaround between the time a third-party developer can release it on their own sites or locations to the time where it hits, for example, the Microsoft Marketplace. Remember that any software or update that is given to Microsoft to be sold on the marketplace itself has to be vetted and approved by Microsoft or /Asobo first. So usually you will see third-party aircraft or softwares updated outside of the marketplace, sometimes up to a few weeks or a few months earlier than inside the marketplace. This is exactly why I personally avoid the marketplace at all costs. So, little tip for the trade there. Yes, it requires a bit more work to maintain your add-ons inside the sim, but for me, that's worth it than having to wait weeks and weeks or sometimes longer than in order to get updates that others are already enjoying. Contrail's Falcon 50 continues to move forward. First phase work on the flight model and sounds is done and headed to pilots for evals. Avionics and core systems are closing in, and they've got a functional walk-around mode. On Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, expect an EFB with Navigraph integration. The DF50 is shaping up to be a serious tri-jet entry for the sim biz aviation fans. I think this is the first tri-jet for the business sector that I think we're getting, unless I'm forgetting one, but if there is, there can't be much more than one left. This one I'm super excited for. I actually enjoy the smaller business jets more than I enjoy the commercial airliners. I don't know why. I imagine it has something to do with the fact that you can take them to far more locations while still getting that cool commercial airliner or fast mover experience, if you will. So this one I'm actually really excited for. We'll have to see what happens here. PMDG pushed updates to the 777 to leverage 2024's level of detail system and cleared some marketplace packaging hiccups so more fixes can flow. The bigger headline is the 737NG is expected to be in testers' hands for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with platform-native touches, openable doors, and windows among them very, very shortly. No public release date as of yet, but testing is the key milestone that we are waiting for, so it's good to always hear that the project is continuing to move forward. Stay tuned for more from PMDG's house as more becomes available. Austin Toowoomba Well Camp, Yankee Bravo Whiskey brings more Australian regional depth, 200 plus custom assets, high-res ortho, custom vehicles and vegetation, 3D people, animated flags, and the usual Aussie love. Great stop for East Coast Aussie hops and GA training. So if you're going to go on out back, I know that was a terrible example of that, this is definitely a good way to start. Real quick update on the Flight Simware's Learjet 35A picked up a meaningful refresh, including a Boreas AudioWorks sound package and bundle of fixes. Between this and the new Learjet 25, it's a stellar week for the classic business jet, and with the Contrails Tri-Jet coming right behind it. I think the business sector is going to see quite the influx of aircraft in the coming months. Super excited time. TFDi showed a big MD-11 update, enhanced exterior textures and animations, rivet and dirt detail, flap, slat, passenger visuals that is, a cabin overhaul with small flight deck touches like operable windows. System work continues on performance and descents, steps, climbs, custom engine sims. The standout is extended simulation, 100 plus failures, maintenance inspections, service actions, and persistent local maintenance history per airframe. They're also building a native Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and Xbox support versions. Target is to land PC and Xbox together. No date yet, but the scope is quite meaty. Stay tuned for more as we hear more, but this will be a nice one. I know that the TFDi MD-11 is a very good aircraft, but needed quite a bit of polishing, so it's kind of nice to see. Last up here, a quick hardware drop. PU Air Korea released compact light panels for both Airbus and Boeing styles. These are small, desk-friendly overhead lighting modules with backlit legends and sturdy rockers and toggles that map cleanly to exterior lights in the sim using their third-party software. Official support runs through PU Connect for Microsoft Flight Simulator as well as X-Plane, so setup is pretty straightforward. Basically plug and play as long as the software is up and running. If you want my build quality notes as well as recommended bindings, I posted a full hands-on review video yesterday. Make sure that you guys check the links down in the description below, or just simply look at my video posted last. That is your Microsoft Flight Simulator news for today, September the 13th, 2025. Which aircraft are you going to be flying first, the Learjet 25 or the TBM 850 update? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, folks, if you guys enjoyed this series, be sure to hit that like and subscribe and ring that bell for notification of future content. Stay safe and healthy, and I shall see you in the next one.